What's up, guys? Scott here with Wandering the Wilderness, and as I posted not long ago, that little video showing Magnolia Homestead, I'm going to be doing a overnight winter survival course, kind of condensed. We're just going to be focusing on the three survival priorities, as in fire, shelter, and water. And we're going to do that in a controlled atmosphere, but we will be sleeping outdoors. Now, we have a cold front coming. Winds picked up quite a bit. Temperature is going to drop significantly, and I know a lot of you guys, we'll say Midwest type guys, probably, or Northwest guys, get a good kick out of this, but it's going to be in the 20s, low 20s at night. So us Southeast guys, that's pretty stinking cold for us. So we're not usually in those kind of temperatures, but it's going to be even cooler, I'm sure, out in the woods, covered in the shade, and not in the modern conveniences of home. Especially for these two young men that are going to be taken out, that are basically doing something like this for the very first time. I think they might have camped a time or two in the summer. So anyway, what I thought I would do is I'm going to show you kind of my kit that I'm taking with me. Now, this is not what I would normally take if I was going on a 3-day backpacking trip. I mean, it is a lot of the same components. Probably missing some things, or maybe I'm carrying different things just because the temperature is going to be cooler, and I'm not hiking for 3 days. I'm in a controlled environment on a piece of land. I'm going to be teaching class inside of that heated cabin. We're going to be going out and showing them different resources that you can use off the landscape. I'm going to be practicing fire building skills from natural material. Then I'm going to show them the how to build the modified super shelter, and then they're going to go off and build their own while I work on cooking a stew for dinner that night. So this is basically what I'm carrying with me to have at my my camp that I'm going to set up separate from them, just kind of a little ways away. Let them have their own space, do their own thing, enjoy their experience, and then also be relatively close enough that I can check on them and their progress and how they're doing, that sort of thing. So let me turn the camera around here and set it up to where I can point out everything, and I'll show you what I am going to pack in with me. Alright, so I got my gear pretty much sprawled out here on the ground, and just going to go over everything I'm packing in. Alright, so going to start with cooking. Just going to use a walking stick here. This is the Überleben pot / kettle. That's what I tend to carry. You can see I've used it. So that's a good little pot, say, even if you wanted to make tea or coffee, but you can also eat out of it, variety of things. Then I also have this Peak smaller pot that I tend to nestle inside of that. Usually this little bag full of miscellaneous rope and marking tape is stuffed inside of that bag and put inside of this little pot, and this little pot is put inside the kettle, and this screws off, goes inside there, and it all fits inside of that waxed canvas bag. Again, that's from Überleben. That is the Peak 1. I got the whole Peak 1 kit, but I tend to just carry those. Alright. I also have a larger kuksa. That's typically what I tend to eat out of. And then I have the smaller kuksa that I tend to drink coffee, tea, etc. out of. I also have my stainless steel 32 ounce bottle, single walled, non-insulated, wide mouth. I think I got this at like a Gabe or a Ross for like $2 on clearance, and does the job. And then this is part of that, I think part of the Peak 1 little stainless steel nesting cup. Primarily, I'm bringing that because it's usually just part of my kit anyway, but I'm going to be teaching water purification and boiling water, and that's what I'm going to be using to demo for them. All right, then right here, I've done videos on a lot of this stuff, but this is the pocket spice kit. All right, so I have used this frequently on backpacking. Has a variety of your spices and seasonings, felt lined little tin, and really good to use when you're cooking to season your food, and has everything you need in a cool little tin. I got this from an older lady on Etsy, makes these and sells them, so shout out to her. Also, I always carry leather gloves when you're cooking over a campfire. Crap gets hot, so leather gloves protect the hands. And I carry the number 36 Mariner's Bank Line. Everybody carries that. This is the number 36 untarred white bank line. Good for ridge lines, and it's also good for teaching demonstration purposes. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's rope, right? A little roll of duct tape. I have a S hook that I forged. I tend to use these when cooking over a fire. Comes in handy when you want to hang stuff. So, and then if you got the skills to do a little blacksmithing, then you can make your own. This is again my spoon from Uberleben also. And then I have a spatula that I made. Looks like I made this in 2018. So there's that. And then I have the old spork. I also carry this REI candle lantern with an extra candle. This has been in a lot of my older videos. And then have here, this is just Surefire. This is, shoot, I don't remember the name of the company. One of those is Bigfoot Bushcraft or something like that, that makes those these little fire plugs. And then that I think it's Pyrotech or something like that, that makes that that little fluff stuff catches like instantly with a spark. And I have my Altoid tin. It is filled with charable material. Have the hole in it, couple Ranger bands, and all of those little kind of odds and ends right there. I always put them inside of this bag. Now, I've had these bags forever. Carried these even in Iraq, okay? So, one side I zip up and put junk. Other side has the larger pocket that you can stuff junk. And then it has this unsnapping little thing, so you could hang it on a tree if you wanted to use it, say, as your hygiene bag or whatever. On this one, I tend to have the cooking odds and ends type stuff in it. I also have a little thing with lemon juice. I have Cracker Barrel bottle that I've refilled with syrup. And I have a little thing that I keep vegetable oil in. And then this little stuff bag, I open it up, I don't remember what's in it. Oh, it's just more fire making stuff. It is the like a waxed jute twine, and let's see what else I got in here. The collapsible blowing rod thing, and a ferro rod. Alright, so that all goes inside of that little bag. All right, this waxed canvas stuff sack is all fire starting. All right, so I have a smaller tin here that is filled with already made char cloth. Man, I was trying to make this video fast, but there you go. Already made char cloth and charred jute twine. Has my all-weather matches with paracord that is the fire cord with some little rubber bands on it. A small Bic lighter, a magnifying glass, fat wood, and a whole bunch of, let's see, I got cattail fluff, I got dried grasses, fat wood, cedar bark, birch bark, and some rubber ranger bands. So that's just a stuff sack full of natural tinders and fire making stuff. All right. This is a leather bag that I made from buckskin, and I put a little plastic container inside here. I think it was like one of my son's protein powders from lifting or something, and I just put coffee in that. So that's what I use that for, to just put my coffee in, coffee grinds. Here is my other bag, just like the other one, and again, these things are stinking awesome. And this is one I use for the hygiene. Okay, we got Kleenex, toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, bar soap, deodorant. Other side is biodegradable or flushable wipes, dish soap, and a bandana. You know, basically everything you need for some personal hygiene on the trail. I also have this. This is from, let's see, what is it? Branded boards. These are stainless steel grates that you can put over the campfire, separate between two rocks to cook on. And I put in it's a True Fire. It's a cedar plank that you can actually soak this in water, and then you cook your salmon, steak, whatever, on that cedar plank. You can do on your grill or whatever, but I tend to use it as a cutting board. So if I wanted to do all that, the stuff is there for that, but I tend to just use it as a cutting board, and that goes inside that little bag. Here is a piece of called Reflectix. It is basically that little insulated bubble wrap type stuff people tend to put around their hot water heaters, but you can cut you a nice little piece. Mine's about 4 foot long. That basically it will go in my hammock under my core for insulative value, as well as a little comfort. I have my two 55-gallon drum liners. This is my another little fire kit that I have here. Shoot, should have had all this ready for you guys a little better, huh? All right, so you have cut jute twine, and here's that other Uberleben. This is that waxed jute. You'll light that end on. You can use it as a match, and then when you're done, you just slide that up and it puts it out. Have a ferro rod, and this is Blackbeard fire starter ferro rod with the braided and all that good stuff. And then I also have the Blackbeard fire plugs inside there. All right, then I have a hand-forged camp axe. I have the Pathfinder. That's the 10-liter, and then I also have like the 40-liter or whatever it is, the other one. I'm just using the 10-liter here to put my my food in. This is my knife that I take quite regularly with me. This is the Virtus. This was custom made for me. I picked out the design and everything that I wanted for it. Whoo, just cut myself. That's how you know it's a good one. This is the Virtus. They are out of Canada. That is stabilized burl maple. Look how gorgeous that is. Stabilized burl maple with a saber grind, secondary bevel, and then has this nice file work. Just an absolutely beautiful bushcraft knife. My favorite, but you will pay for them. And I have to say, the awesome craftsmanship of this is well worth it. And I was blessed enough that he sent this to me. Crazy. And it comes in a sheath with a matching ferro rod. I usually don't carry it in this sheath. I tend to like a leather just because I'm more traditional. But I think I'm probably going to use this this time. So anyway, that's the knife I'm taking. Have my multi-tool. This is a, I think it is a, I don't know, it's an 8-inch or something. 8-inch by 1/2-inch ferro rod, and then I took a chunk of fat wood and I epoxied it onto the end of it, drilled a hole and put a lanyard in it, so that way this tends to be my regular use ferro rod. I can always shave some of that fat wood off in an emergency to use as my fire extender or starter, and you know, so that way I've got a fire extender with a spark. All that right there, I can get flame quite easily with just this. So that's my ferro rod that I use. This is my pack. I've had this thing forever, and I've dyed it. It used to be blue and gray. I dyed it green, added on some patches, and any of you Middle East combat veterans such as myself, you will be quite familiar with that patch there. So that's that. Oh, and the gloves I'll be wearing is my Duluth working insulated winter gloves. Sleep-wise, I have the this is a underquilt from East Hills Outdoors. This is my Terra Nova Adventure 2 trail tarp I have had forever. This is my East Hills Outdoors camping hammock. And then I have an East Hills Outdoors, basically it's like a woobie. And then I also have it's actually an antique queen 100% wool blanket. So this is pretty much my loadout that I will be taking with me. Again, some of these items do change. But anyway, just thought I would share that with you guys if you were interested in knowing what I will be taking. And when I set up my camp where I'll be sleeping at, you will see a good portion of these items. And who knows, some of them may not even get used, but it tends to be what I have on me. So, if you were looking for a potential kit loadout idea, this might give you some things to think about or options to look at for yourself. So, thanks for watching, guys. God bless.